Hello everyone, White Witch 110 here. Happy New Year. I'm going to be speaking to you tonight about Casa Loma in Toronto. And this is Sir Henry Hallett, the gentleman that had it built. I have a few different things here. Now this is photos that my parents took. That's the main entrance. And there's up there. I've been up in that spot there. These were taken at Christmas. There were more, but I got a feeling I threw some of them out. That's looking down on the Grand Hall. And then this is one of the bedrooms. Because there were pictures of the elves and other things that they had for the Christmas. Now, let's see. Yeah, I'll show you some of those afterwards. Okay, Casa Loma is located in Toronto. There, that'll give you something to look at. There you go. Major General Sir Henry Mill Hallett was born January 6, 1859 in Kingston, Ontario. 2 years later, his family of 8, himself, siblings, and parents, moved to Toronto. At 18, he graduated from Upper Canada College and began working for his father's stockbroking business. At 18, he joined the Queen's Own Rifles of Canada. He quickly became commanding officer in his regiment. In 1910, he took the entire regiment to England at his expense, which was $150,000, and that was for 640 officers and men. King George V made him commander of the Victorian Order. In 1906, he was knighted. He was a generous man to cultural and charitable institutes. He was, that's in regards to his wife, the Girl Guide Room. He was trustee to Trinity University of Toronto, Knight of Grace of the Order of St. John of Jerusalem, England, given a degree by King's College in Nova Scotia, gave a surgical wing to Grace Hospital, gave part of his arms and armor collection to the Royal Ontario Museum, and supported the National Choirs of Toronto. Lady Hallett was the first commissioner of the Girl Guides in Canada. She was made a Lady of Grace in the Order of St. John's in England. So this room here is hers. This bathroom, to be there and see it in person, is gorgeous. Simply amazing. He won the Dominion Mile and the North American Mile races. At 23, he married Mary Dodson, a society girl. Now I do have a picture of her in here. There's a young Sir Henry, and there's part of the plans for the castle. He loved the castles he's seen in Europe, and he wanted to have them here. This is her right here. Okay. He began the Toronto Electric Light Company. He received a contract to install 32 street lights in downtown Toronto. 6 years later, he obtained a 30-year contract. He became a full partner in his father's business. He made mention to his father that one day streetcars will run on electricity. At that time, they were pulled by horses. His father thought him crazy. If his father could only see it now, he wouldn't think he was so crazy. Whoops. In 1892, his father retired. Henry began investing and borrowing from the home bank. His firm in 1895 owed $225,000 and in 1903 owed $955,000. With the influx of immigrants to Toronto, his business grew. He made $3 to $4 million. Now, Henry was also partners with the following people: William Mackenzie of the Toronto Electric Railway, Frederick Nichols, Canadian General Electric, George Cox, Dominion Securities. Together, they formed São Paulo Tramway, Light and Power Company in Brazil, then incorporated Rio de Janeiro Tramway, Light and Power. In 1911, they merged the companies to become Brascan, the largest Canadian multinational company. In 1903, Incorporated Electric Development Company of Ontario. They built the first generating station in Canada at Niagara Falls. This room is beautiful as well. They do offer rental for wedding receptions and weddings. In 1905, he was knighted by King Edward VII. Due to his wealth, he began to purchase land in his wife's name to build his castle. He had always loved castles due to his travels in Europe. He purchased 25 estate lots on Davenport Road. This was known as Casa Loma, house on a hill in Spanish. In 1905, work began on the extensive stables he owned. He owned valuable horses worth, I believe the stables cost him $250,000. There's the one. There were pictures of the stables. There's a picture, you can see, of the stables. The stables had Spanish tiles and zigzag so horses would not fall. Stalls from mahogany with 18-karat gold letters spelling out each horse's name. Rumor has it that he had false teeth made for his favorite horse. He also built staff quarters, barracks, greenhouses, large coal-fire heated plant for stables and castle. He hoped to have a 250-meter tunnel between the stables and the castle, which was across the road. That's quite the wine cellar. And then there's that. At his peak, he held 21 directorships: Empire Life Insurance, Canadian Steamship Lines, West Dome Mining Company, Dofasco, Mining Corp of Canada, he was the president, founder of British Columbia Packers Association. He belonged to the York Club, Albany Club, Toronto Club, and Rideau Club of Ottawa. This man was very busy. Okay, now I'll show you some of the pictures from this book here. As I tell you, Henry organized St. John's Ambulance Brigade in Canada. he purchased 445-hectare farm at Lake Marie, just north of Toronto. And then, there you go. And I showed you those. These are photos of downtown Toronto back in the day. Very busy. I mean, it's still busy, but not that bad. Oh, there's a bicycle upside down. Oh, it's the same picture. And then this is him here with the arrow. And then this is him right here. Okay. He bought the first electric car in Toronto. When taking it to show friends, the car wouldn't stop. The car wouldn't stop when he reached his destination. A wall of hay was used to stop the car, for which he was very thankful. Edward Lennox designed the castle at a cost of $3,500,000. There's another photo. Now I'll get you to, there is one, here it is, of it. 98 rooms, 3 bowling alleys, 30 bathrooms, 25 fireplaces, 5,000 electric lights, an elevator, an indoor pool, 50-meter shooting gallery, temperature-controlled wine cellar, $75,000 pipe organ, and stove large enough to cook an entire steer. The foundation, 15 meters deep, floors, 45 centimeters thick. Between the floors, 1.3 meter crawl space for plumbing and electric. This was to make it easy for any repairs. The castle had its own telephone system and one of the first built-in vacuum systems. Stones for the castle were laid by Scottish stonemasons who were brought over. They also built the wall surrounding the castle at a cost of $250,000. So this was not a cheap place to make. And there's, whoops. Oh, this stupid thing came loose. Sorry about that. I didn't notice. And there's some of the grounds, as you can see. And then he was made fun of in different cartoons. But he didn't seem to mind. And then this is him. Oh, this thing is driving me nuts. Sorry about that. Hang on. Okay, let's hope it stays up this time. This is him here. And I'm supposing one of these may be him as well. Now, there you go. And here he is with Mackenzie King, our Prime Minister, whose estate that I went to on the Haunted Walk, and also whose home I went to recently for that, or in the summer for that investigation, or in the fall. And this is his car, which wouldn't stop. Okay, back to the descriptions. 6 centimeters thick teak floors held together with mahogany strips and rosewood wedges. There were no nails used in the floor whatsoever. Now, where is that? Here. That's one of the hallways. It's amazing, let me tell you. Okay. Oak panel walls down walls down the hallway that was called Peacock Alley. So that's that there, Peacock Alley. Library shelves could hold 10,000 books. The floor was made to look different depending on where you stand. The pellet coat of arms is repeated in plaster on the ceiling, and it says, "Foremost if I can." The bronze doors, which I believe, look at that, how elaborate. And then this is where the coat of arms are. Now the doors, okay, there's not a picture of them there. So there is a picture in here. Give me a second. Where'd they go? Where are you, doors? Because they are absolutely stunning. These are the doors. Absolutely stunning. Okay. Okay, the bronze doors to the conservatory cost $10,000 each. Steam pipes run through planters so that he can grow exotic plants. A $12,000 glass dome is in the ceiling of the conservatory. The pool is under this room in the basement. And there's the dome. You see it there too. The smallest room is Sir Henry's study of mahogany panels, a replica of Napoleon's desk, fireplace with a secret passage to the vault in the basement, and also a hidden staircase to the second floor. His bedroom had a pillar that housed a secret pillar that housed important papers. His bathroom contained, among other things, a footbath and a telephone. A very large room made of marble. When Lady Pallet lived at Casa Loma, she was semi-invalid, spending much time in her large suite. I believe. Okay, there is his office. And there is the bathroom, another view of it. And this is his room with the pillar. And I found that very interesting. They had separate ones. And then this is her room. Sir Henry's firm was in much debt. The neighborhoods he envisioned surrounding his castle fell flat. Due to the war depression, no one was buying. Maintenance costs of the castle soared, fuel, taxes, servants. On August 17, 1923, he was bankrupt, his firm owing $1,700,000. Lady Pallet died of a heart attack on April 24, 1924. Sir Henry left the castle. He took 3 van loads of personal belongings. The rest was to be auctioned off. The auction was 5 days long. Collectors from all over North America came. A $1,500 collection went for $250,000. No, that's wrong. A $1,500,000. $500? Oh, I shouldn't have been half asleep when I wrote that down. Anyways, organ worth $75,000 was sold for $40. The sale broke his heart. A buffalo head worth $1,000 sold for $50. In 1927, Sir Henry remarried to Catherine Merritt. She passed away before Christmas 1929 of cancer. The castle was planned for use as a veterans' home. Mary Pickford also wanted to use the house or the castle in her movies. There were proposals to use it as a high school, a convent, or an Orange Lodge. It was ran as an exclusive hotel, and in 1936, the Kiwanis Club of Toronto, of West Toronto, leased Casa Loma as a tourist attraction. In 1937, the Kiwanis Club invited Sir Henry back, and with tears in his eyes, he said, "I built Casa Loma principally as a place where people would enjoy themselves. Your club is now using it for that purpose and bringing enjoyment and happiness to countless people. It could not be put to a better use. I'm satisfied." And this is him in 1937, looking at his former self. And then, March 8th, 1939, Sir Henry passed away. His funeral was the largest in Toronto history. And there is his coffin draped with the Union Jack. And this is his second wife. And this was his first wife's room, but it was used as a pool room when it was a hotel. I wouldn't have been too happy about that. Now I'll show you the photos here. No, I showed you those ones, I believe. Didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Yes, I did. Okay, here's there's one of the rooms. Does it say what this is? Beautiful. That's the tower room. This one here is the oak room. This here, I almost want to say, is likely his office. Boy. Yes, that was his office. And this, you've seen the photo here, right there. And there it is there. This is likely Lady Pellet's room, yes. And there's the stables. And the stables are said to be haunted, as well as Casa Loma. And the tunnel, you apparently can hear horse hooves through the tunnel. This is a billiards room. Yep. And there is the gorgeous bathroom. Look at the shower with all the different heads, just like we have now. Would you not love to have that? And there's the library. It was many years ago that I was there. In another room. That is her room when she was an invalid. I'm guessing this is likely his room. I didn't want to take these out. Yes, that's his suite. And then there's a picture of the castle in winter. So I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed finding out all this information about Casa Loma. It's a place that was close to where I lived, not that far away. So it's like everything else. You don't really appreciate it. But definitely was interesting finding out all this information on him. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a fabulous new year. This will be my last vlog of 2019. I'm enjoying my time here, and I look very much forward to 2020. So to all my loyals, love you very much. Thank you for joining. And for those who are coming by, if you're thinking of subscribing, please do. And hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. Check out my other videos as well. Give them a thumbs up if you like them. Leave a comment. I do get back to my comments. And share them out if you feel so, that somebody would be interested in them. And I hope you were all interested in Casa Loma. And if you go to Toronto, definitely take the time to go and see it in person. Because as I can recall, and I'm sure it's still the same, it's a fabulous place. So, until next year, again, Happy New Year, Happy Hogmanay, and ciao for now.